All right. Got a little bit of an internet issue here, but let's see if this all works. Okay. I think we're good to go here. Yeah. Sometimes the live stream like takes a minute to load. So doesn't the chat really for that matter. So yep, sorry about that, folks. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. It is Sunday. This is our weekly live stream, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get it in tonight, but we've been doing a lot of work this last few days, so I haven't been able to get a whole lot of content outside of the stuff that we've been doing, like live or whatever, right here in the shop. So, anyways, big major changes coming. But first off, I want to say big shout to my sponsors: Tremec McLeod, Stiflers, Viking, Team Z. Big shout to my man Dave Dulk over at Super Coops Unlimited for helping me get this shit straight. Big shout out to the guys in green. They're my channel members. Appreciate you guys for once again monthly for being part of the channel and helping support what we do. It's the guys in green. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out that join button below. It is next to the subscribe button on pretty much all my all my videos. If you want to help support the channel. Outside of that, let's get into the topic at hand. As you guys can see behind me, got some pretty major issues going on with the white turbo fox body. We got NMRA coming up this weekend. We didn't have a race this past weekend, and it was kind of nice because last week I was just talking about being able to actually relax for a week and not actually have to race. Yeah, well, had a little situation happen to us on Wednesday when we were at the track. So naturally, my shop is an absolute hot mess. Behind the engine is literally tables of parts all over the ground, pretty much everywhere. It is what it is, man. It's the price you pay for wanting to play, wanting to race and have a street car and whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. What's up, Steve-O? It's good to see you, man. Jimmer Willie, it's good to see you. That 80 millimeter turbo looks pretty good back there. Yeah, it's a big turbo. This is going to be, I don't know if we're putting this on the white car right now, but I want to stay this week. Big shout out to AGP. Give you guys an idea, what you're looking at. This is an 80 millimeter. You can see how big it is. I don't want to set it on the table because I don't want to knock my internet out. But it's a big 80 millimeter twin scroll. This is kind of where we need to be with this turbo is going to be for like a coupe. And we're probably going to sneak it on the white car before the end of the year. We got about 3 or 4 races left, 4 races, 5 races, whatever, before the end of the year. There was a new one that came up that actually had a stick shift class at Digapalooza. So Big 3 Racing is going to, we have like a back half on October 7th, and then there's a front half the very next morning, same track. So it's going to be kind of cool, man. It's going to be a good weekend. So might be time for us to go ahead and stick that turbo on there. But I do have some lag in here. You guys just joining us, hit that like if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. Are you coming to Ford Fest? Yes. So that's where we're headed to this weekend. We are headed to Holly, NMRA, Holly Fest, NMRA, whatever. I don't know what classes we're all going to, I mean, obviously we're going to be in the stick shift class, and the True Street, but we may enter another couple classes anyways, just to be, just to compete. There's a new 1010 class, but I mean, it's got 1,000 on the pot. That would be kind of interesting, but I don't know. I mean, the way the white car's been running this year, I mean, we can roll to a 10-0 after the 8th mile. But what's up, Budget Dom? Good to see you. Mustang guy. You're damn right. We got to pay to play. So I just wanted to basically get on here tonight, guys. I mean, we're on Jackstands. This is yet another week of just constantly, working on shit. I think I'm going to have, I think Andrew Hanlon's going to be joining us this evening as well, because I want to make a big shout to Hanlon Motorsports, #1 sponsor on the channel. Andrew actually got his shit off the Jackstands, and he actually got a chance to race his car this past weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. I know he's super excited, so you guys need to be excited for him. Be really cool, some words of encouragement. He's been working super hard. He's been working super hard on his car. So yeah. Anybody here in the chat heading to NMRA this weekend? What classes are you going to race in if you do? I don't normally go to NMRA, but this is something that we went in Norwalk. We went to Norwalk and did it. Well, I went to Norwalk and had the car in the booth. My car wasn't ready for NMRA, and I had other stick shift stuff going on that weekend anyways. But this year is going to be a little bit different. I told Tremick that I was going to be there in Bowling Green. The end of the year. I was hoping to have the coupe here for the end of the year, but that didn't end up happening either. It is what it is. Yeah, Steve ran really good on. I seen that. Ran really good at Quaker this past weekend. But invite. Give me 1 second here. All right. So yeah, we got some major changes going on right now behind us. I'll explain that here in a second. I did a video on it, but I always kind of cheat with the with the live streams. What's up, Miguel Rivera? Drag racing is just as hard on cars, no matter how much you build them. I agree with that for sure. So to give you an idea what is going on, the engine on the stand here is the 9.5 deck 351 408 that we had in the white car. And naturally, it's on the stands for a reason. We went out to the track. Now, we just hooked up the dual stage boost controller. And naturally, we go out to the track to try to test its functionality and end up bringing it home on a trailer. I was making an 8th mile pass, and, we had a really good pass going, and I figured I would ride it out through the quarter mile because I hadn't haven't ran a quarter mile most of the year. About 700 feet, I hit the button and the car just shut off. Yeah, it was pretty catastrophic. Obviously, we didn't throw a rod, or you'd be seeing oil all over the ground, but it was pretty big deal. Being that there's NMRA at the end of the week that I had told Tremick that I was going to be at, and being that we got literally 4 no prep races left for not including what's past the end of October if something pops up. I mean, I couldn't, I had to make a decision what the hell I was going to do. So yeah, we decided to pull the 363 out of the black car, as you see it in the white car back there. Actually, the 363 was in the white car to begin with. The turbo kit, the really nice turbo kit that I've been talking all that shit about for all these years, that had sitting on the rack back there. We finally ended up getting we finally ended up taking it off the stands back there, or off the shelf back there, and put it back together. So we're not out yet. Matter of fact, we're quite in. We found some major issues with the cars. One of the things that I'm always talking about is maintenance and making. It doesn't matter if your car's It doesn't even matter if your car is a race car, if it's a mild street car, strip car, or just a stock car. One of the biggest issues that I ignored for a number of years that almost cost me a motor or so was, injectors. Now, being a carburetor is a little bit different, but it's almost like having like gummed up or sticky, floats inside the carburetor. We ended up taking our 160-pound injectors over to Dave to have them. I didn't realize he had an injector cleaning. I mean, he has a station, but it's not one of the super fancy ones, but it's good. And he's got a sonic tank too. So he cleaned our injectors, and he said they were just absolutely destroyed. Like we were literally running on like 50% efficiency on our injectors. So naturally that's going to make make your tune off, and you're going to be loss of power. It's going to be a lot of shit there. So that could even happen to, your stock, your stock cars. Injectors could, the symptoms of a bad injector can be, the very much the same symptoms that you have with like a like a miss. Like you could easily mistake a bad injector, injector or a sticky injector or gummed up injector for like a miss with like a ignition problem, ignition box problem, a bad spark plug, bad spark plug wire. You would go through, we always talk about not throwing money at our cars, but you could simply just remove the injectors and have them cleaned. There's filters inside of it, especially the stock ones, little 19s. They're brittle. I mean, you could take them out with a, $100, $75, rebuild kit or whatever. But it's definitely something to consider when you're messing around with the stock injectors. Is you can see, 100% that this, learn from the shit that just happened to me. We were not only, we couldn't realize, we couldn't figure out why we kept coming down in power. We were, 840 to 800 to like 770 to like 750. And it just kept like coming down. And it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. The car's going a little bit slower. And then at Quaker, I busted out a really nice pass at Quaker, and the car was moving. And, we would have ended up being very, very competitive that night and winning some good money for once. But it's, we didn't realize that these little major issues that come up that you just ignore. Like I never would have thought just to take a day and take the injectors out and clean them. What a big deal that was. Poor Joe blew out a freeze plug in front of me and almost went to the wall. Wow. Well, freeze plug's not too bad to fix, isn't it? Was it like, I mean, you can fix that pretty easy, I would imagine. Drove 400 miles, saw 4 of the Great Lakes today. Nice, dude. That's pretty cool. Hey, Neo, got my banner. I appreciate that. Speaking of banner, I want to give a shout out to Stiflers. They actually sent me 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. I haven't opened it up, but we are going to give away one of the Stifler banners tonight to a little bit of shop swag for y'all. Damn things are like $10 a ship, but whatever. I'm 2 weeks into running my On3 kit. Went through 2 stock clutch cables in 1 9404 cable. Any tips where I should be running it? Yeah, so I don't really know what the issue is with I would definitely put the longer cable on. I mean, it looks like you've already had it on there. Okay. So I don't know how you're routing it, Jimmer, but like the SN95 cable is 10-inch longer than the Fox cable, and you could take what I actually did on mine, even if you have your power steering still hooked up or even your AC, is I was able to actually make the bracket or put the bracket onto the AC lower bracket bolt. Does that make sense? So like the bracket that's on the SN95 one is different than the foxbody one, but the cable's naturally longer. All my cables get heat wrapped with the DEI stuff from the top to the bottom because they run around turbo, the engine heat and the turbo, because it's just plastic inside for the most part. So I always like to, we always like to lubricate the cables a little bit with like mystery oil or whatever. And, just at both ends, just to kind of let it run through. But we also put the, we put the bracket on the actual AC power steering bracket. We don't swap the ones and put it over by the rail. So if you did that, you would still kind of like tweak the cable or whatever. So what's up, Roy? Good to see you, brother. Can't believe I went 911, 149. Time to wrap a T56 in this unit and turn around and turn it to 20 pounds. So that would be great. But like as soon as you start going to stick shift, the whole car changes. But it's definitely going to be cool to see if you do actually end up putting a T56 in there. Hell yeah, man. Come race with us, stick shift guys. Knock the freeze plugs out of the heads, done for the season. Have some trick up our sleeves with Joe for next year. Nice. So McBride Racing, he still made a pass, right? He backed up and staged again. There's Jackstand Jimmy right there, bro. Did you hear me?
Yo.
What up?
Jackstand Jimmy? Come on, man.
I'm just bullshitting you. Dan Watch was supposed to be with us tonight, man. But
my shit's off the Jackstands right now.
Yes,
it looks like yours is on the stands.
Yes. Hey, do you have any video from your passes?
I do.
Do you have any video from your passes?
I do. I don't know how to share it, though.
No, you take it to Facebook. Send it to Facebook. So just for you guys, give you guys an example, people that's been on Jackstands all year, my buddy Steve McBride that he was just talking about right here. That's one guy that's been on Jackstand, but he's also been welding on my shit all year too. So it's kind of my fault. Yeah, it's not just my fault, but him and his dad were, kicking some major ass on the SSP. And then that guy right there, struggle bus. Don't come in here and infect this car, man. Don't come in here and start infecting this car. Stop it. Stop. Yeah.
Oh, man. Just when I'm getting going, you're changing stuff. It happens.
Me? Yeah, you see that big turbo right there?
Yeah.
Am I pointing at it in your screen?
Is that from my car?
No.
Is that
one back there might be? That one back there might be.
Ah, okay. Oh,
is
man.
your dad
What's
going to
on?
pull his car out anytime soon? Who are you talking about? Me or Andrew?
He's probably talking about my pops.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna say my pop's car is still sitting in the driveway, but I mean he drives it all the time. Isn't that crazy? I got my engine out today. Finally, been a long time coming. Gonna clean up the bay and paint it nice. No, he's not, Mike. He's not gonna. He talks about trying to no prep a little bit, but he just wants to go to Aruba. I'll answer that question for him.
Yeah, that's facts. No, so I was actually just telling the wife about it today too. The plan is now that I finally got my car up and running, and we're actually making it down the track. Okay, because it's been a struggle. The plan is to take the car over to the shop because the trailer's over there, and we're going to basically flip-flop cars. So my car's going to go in his trailer, and we're going to start using that, and his car is going to come over to my house. And I'm going to start updating it and getting it ready and maybe bring it out next year. We'll see. So it's got a lot of work to do, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of updating. If you guys don't know who Hanlon Motorsports is, they're an elite Tremec distributor. They've been they've been helping us here on the channel for many years. Obviously, most of the people here in the channel know who you are. I don't know why.
I hope so.
But Bangin' Bob Hanlon is his dad. So Andrew's trying to do his own thing.
That's right.
Trying to get up off them jack stands and trying to get that coyote on down the damn track, bro. Right?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, we got it out Friday night, and we actually made it down the track, and knock on wood, no issues. other than my window motor quit.
That cool. Sucks. I've actually had that happen to me a couple times. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, my first pass, I was literally pulling up to the water box and my window wouldn't go up. I was like, this is cool. So, we go back and we get it. We finally get it going up. And if anyone knows my pops too and myself, we're just freaking out, because like I said, we've been struggling a lot lately, just trying to get everything going. The very first pass out a couple weeks ago, I ended up breaking the interlock off my G101, which was awesome. And then what was that? 2 weeks ago, we went back out. We got the trans fixed. Or actually, I'll revert back to that. So we broke the interlock, and in order to fix that, you got to pull the side cover off. So once I had the side cover off, I figured out that I had issues with my second gear faceplate and my 1-2 slider. So that ended up being a rebuild at that point. So we rebuilt that, got it back in, go back out the next week, and now we have clutch adjustment issues. So just ended up mowing through the clutch 2 passes in a row. So and we're not allowed to have adjustable clutches. So everything's done either through a clutch tamer or I have height adjusters, which sets basically the base pressure of the clutch. And
wait, what'd you just say? You said you're not allowed to have clutch tamers.
No, we're allowed to have a clutch tamer, but we're not allowed to have an adjustable clutch. So it has to be a single disc, has to be a diaphragm.
What?
Yeah, man.
In what class?
Well, for what I was trying to run, right?
But
exactly.
That's no longer important.
No, but it's what I have for right now. So, so anyway, yeah, we ended up getting back to the shop, pulled the trans back out, pulled the clutch out, figured out that we went the opposite way on my base pressure adjustment. So we got that fixed. So fast forward, we go back out this past Friday at Maple Grove and finally made it down the track. We went at 1019 at 131, something like that, 131 off the trailer. So all motor
so, Coyote. So yeah,
and there's a lot in it too. I mean, I didn't have the greatest 60-foot time. It just annihilated the tires. I didn't have my tamer in. We decided to start with it out. So, if anyone knows anything about tamers, that makes a huge difference in your 60-foot time. But yeah, it was first time out. And like I said, it was a good showing. So
yeah, I mean, I'm just proud of you for getting the shit off the Jackstands. And actually that pass, there was so much room. There's so much room in that pass,
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, your car is a high 20s, mid low 30s, 9-second car all motor, easy.
Right, for sure.
And that's with 200 pounds in it.
Yeah, so it's with me, and obviously I'm a heavier set dude, and I got 200 pounds of lead weight in it, and it's 2920 with me in it. So pretty light.
Maybe that's a question that somebody can answer. I'm gonna leave it up there for a minute. The guy's running rich 30260 reported 170s, F303 air gap intake, quick fuel 750 carb, idles cruises at 1213 or 12.3 11 to 1 AFR with corners. So you need to idle, yeah. I'm not a carburetor adjustable. Maybe that's something that McBride can answer. I know he's here in the channel. But yeah, that's pretty dope, man.
I see a button here that says present. If I click that,
no, don't do that.
Would that be able to show a video?
No, just send it to me. Send it to me on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, don't click.
Yeah, because I do have a couple videos from a friend of mine that was there. Pops is not a big camera guy, so he does not take any video, and Zach wasn't there to help me out. So,
Mike, check the power valve for leakage. Nasty Garage. What's the limit on 28 spline axles with a 5-speed? Okay, so the limit, my personal experience with the stock axles on a slick. Now, a lot of people talk, and I'll answer this question best I can without rambling. A lot of people talk about slicks being like you put a car on a slicks, you'll break axles. Actually, it's you put a car on a radial, you'll break axles. You shake the tire, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to get into the 28 splines that I've actually ran. I went 1090s with a 3,400 pound car for mid 10s with 28 stocks. I mean, we got into about 1070s, about the fastest we ever went, and then we went to a 31 spline setup. Because we knew that we were fixing to F around and find out.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Super Dave? Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping in tonight, Super Dave. One of the biggest supporters of our channels. I appreciate you. He's also a channel member. Like I said, check out that join button, guys, if you want to help support the channel. We have a lot of content on the channel. It's kind of funny how I keep getting asked questions on Facebook business and on the YouTube channel on some of the stuff like, how fast have you been with the TKX and how much power did it make? And I'm like, I just made that video like 6 months ago. You know what I mean? It's like we made so much shit. We got like 750 videos or whatever on the channel. But I'm starting to hit Facebook.
I just sent it to you on Facebook.
I just hit. I've been hitting Facebook really hard because it's another platform with YouTube. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to post something on Facebook really quick versus posting on YouTube. YouTube doesn't really have like a chat. I mean, they have the blog thing, but that's not really
for sure.
Yeah. So, is he talking stock 28s or aftermarket? Stock. The typical turn and a half on my 11 went to 11 to 10 AFR rebuilt car before install. What time are you guys racing on Saturday? I'm hyped. I don't know, but I do want to make mention that Tremec has, and I've mentioned this before, and they actually put it in Facebook. If you guys are coming to NMRA, there's $2,000 on the pot plus $1,300 for the winter or whatever stick shift. That's just stick shift. But you got to have. There's a contingency to it though to collect some of the money. You got to have a Tremec transmission in your car, which most of us do anyway.
I think there's going to be a big turnout.
No, there's going to be that. Why do you think I got all this shit right here going on? Like, if you guys actually seen in my garage right now, it's a freaking hot mess. Like, there's tools and shit everywhere. I got a TKX sitting right there. I mean, I got shit everywhere. But we're in crunch time. We're pretty much at the point now to we're about to fire the car, but I got to get the chute. You guys see the chute? I got to get the chute hooked up. We got to redo the battery box. Put the cover on it. Did you know I gotta bring proof of insurance? That's stupid.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
That's that streetcar life.
No, it's just me wanting. I just want to support the brand, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I told Mike I was gonna be there, and with Tremec and Bob with McLeod, and said me and Danny Watts right now is probably laying under his car right now, putting on an exhaust clamp. Which I'm probably not. He's probably laughing right now because he was supposed to be sitting here next to me. Yeah, I'm serious. He's probably laughing. He's working on his shit, just like me. Yeah. Hey, this is what I try to tell you guys here on the channel. It's just like, purposeful or not, get your shit off the jack stands. You know what I mean? It's just, I want to be an example. Like, I really wish I could have shown you guys the last 4 days. It started Thursday morning. Like, as soon as Wednesday happened, with the car went down, I'm like, holy shit, I got a week and a half. I literally have a week to get a motor in this car, get the car on safety with the chute and get it updated to make sure all the nut and bolt and everything's good. And get it to it's crazy. I mean, my brain hasn't stopped in 4 days. I mean, I'm actually kind of at the point now to where I know that tomorrow when I get the other pieces that I just fabricated finished, get it all back together, I can fire the motor, which it'll fire on the original tune anyways. I got the old tune from back in the day. And get some, the motor ran really good in the black car, but the injectors were all jacked up. Right. So God only knows what this motor is going to do. I mean, I've been literally holding it back I mean, it still made 700 horsepower and had clogged injectors. So with a bigger kit and a better turbo, and everything's clean and shit. God only knows.
She's gonna be like a streamlined butterfly, baby.
Yeah, baby. I remember making 8+ with that motor years ago.
She's gonna be a rocket, man. Let her eat.
I got to learn putting that big old turbo on there. I'm gonna have to learn to drive the damn thing again. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Got to zoom. What's this shit? Uh-oh.
Oh, you like my my wife's dog picture right there? It's pretty cool.
Not really. So I need to get a dog though, for sure. So War in the Woods just happened. I want to make a big shout to my buddy Mike Moss. Got to the finals. He's that real nasty hard tire car.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike just always. I mean, he's hard to beat, and wherever he goes. But he got to the finals at War in the Woods, and War in the Woods is, kind of like the big race. I think it happens twice a year, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that CalPath racetrack? Yes,
it's in Brown County, Indiana. Yeah, it's a true no prep track. It's like Lucky's. Like I told you, Lucky's is shot, bro. But I'm okay with it because you know the score coming in. Like there's nobody hiding any of that.
Right.
Like we'll keep the grass mode, but that's about it. So I guess from Mike shared something with me. Anyways, I want to make a big shout out to Mike. He got to the finals with hard tire and not the second chance one. I don't know if they even had that, but there was a lot of cars there. It was like $9,000 up for grabs, but yeah.
$9,000 in hard tire?
Yeah, in hard tire. There was 25. I don't know. Somebody correct me. It was 20 or 25 in small tire.
Wow.
There wasn't really any big tire guys that even showed up. I don't think there was much at all with that, but Mike had mentioned.
Is that the one that you sent me the thing and maybe having stick shift?
So Mike made a post on his.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Mike made a post on his Facebook. Thanking Jeff for the for the event. Whatever. Doing due diligence, and he had made mention of a H pattern stick shift class because we're all crazy, so I'll try it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, might as well.
I already drive down one that's just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell worse could happen?
Right.
Shit, you can't even see the end of the track. Lucky shit. At least at War in the Woods, you can see the tree coming.
Is Lucky's the one where it goes like straight uphill then? Or is that KD?
That's KD. That's KD. I'm telling you, man. It's like trying to find the worst track you could drive down.
Yeah, right.
That's like the America's like goal for no prep. What's the worst track? But yeah, I'm freaking exhausted, dude. I
bet, man. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. So like when you break a timing chain and you spend $1,500 updating your heads just to figure out that you probably have some bent valves in that thing.
Yeah.
Son of a beast.
Got him. That sucks, man. Hey, I've been there, man. I blew up a coyote last year. I know how it feels. Hopefully you got something left over.
For what?
Like motor wise, No,
it's yeah. There was some rattling.
Right.
There was something going on.
But
you'll
be back.
Huh?
I said you'll be back better than ever.
I mean, we are already back.
Yeah, just about.
It's got I got to mount the turbo, put the downpipe on, run the wastegate, vacuum, adjust the clutch, put some water. Oh yeah, I had to fabricate a lower radiator hose and make a turbo adapter, like a spacer plate, because this kit was fabricated when I had polyurethanes mount or whatever in the car, which are like make the motor sit a little bit higher, but I have solid drop mounts in it right now.
Right.
And obviously the drop mounts automatically take you down an inch or so. So we had to make an adapter to mount it to the turbo plate that's mounted to the frame or welded to the frame. So yeah, a lot of boring shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Frank Three Stangs? Good to see you, man. Dom, I was thinking about pulling the sensor and trying to clean it. Okay, he's still if you guys he's having an issue with his carburetor. How about, guys? I mean, you guys are willing, or you guys are welcome to ask any tech questions or questions you might have for the channel here. We're just sitting here bullshitting. So, how bad is fitment of a 1710 on the back axle of the Fox? Depends on the offset, and you can use spacers and 3-inch wheel studs to kind of get that stance in that wheel to fit. That's what I did on a black car. I got 335s in the back of that. 315s. Excuse me. 315s. What'd you say?
She's
thick. It's thick. Yeah, it's thick as hell. I'm going racing this weekend where I lost 2 engines in the past 4 years. Yeah, I'm excited to go. You coming to NMRA, Matt? So, yeah, it's pretty shitty that what had happened, but
hey, just remember, you rebuilt that entire car before it took Dan Watts to get his done.
There it is, Dan. I know you're listening.
There it is.
There it is. Bring up the chat. Go ahead and type that bullshit in there.
Wait. Wasn't it? You won't. I did.
Yes. He cannot stand that. He says he's coming for that plate, but that thing right there says he ain't getting it. Not getting it. No, we'll see. I told look, if for some odd reason, me and Murphy's Law, whatever, the moons line up to where we can, we can run them. We make the finals. He and I make the finals, which just for the racing, there's 500 ways to lose and only one way to win. So let's just say that happened. I told I told him, and yeah, we're lining straight up. We're going heads up. We're going heads up, and we're gonna, we might split the money, and we're running for license plates. We're gonna make a big deal about it.
Yeah, I can't imagine you two racing in the final.
It'd be great. I mean, anybody, if you get that far in any event, it's it's anybody, everybody's,
Yeah, but you two though, if you look out the window and you see him roll his window down and hold this out the window.
Yeah. 100% doing that. 100%.
Oh man.
I'll leave my cylinder head on the track there.
Yeah, you better give it all the clicks.
Oh, I got all the clicks for him. No, I'm just messing with him. Dan's my dude, man.
Yeah, he's good people. I like Dan.
Hell yeah, dude. Popping in on our wedding day. What's up? What's up, you Jim Rat and Buffett Rat? He likes his food. I'm just kidding. What's happening, Jason? Good to see you, brother. What'd he say? You talking about race life? Hey, so congratulations, Jason. Did you just get married? No, you're going on NMRA, going to Pro Stick. Oh, good luck, brother. Well, we hurt the 387, spun a rod bearing on cylinder 6, taking crank to machine shop Monday. So you guys know that we've been doing a lot of 387 stroker stuff here on the channel. Kyle Dennis actually beat us to it. Beat us to it. He made pretty much the same motor, but I've been kind of dragging. I'm not really been dragging my knuckles. It's just been busy. You know what I mean? It just wasn't time for the 387 yet. But now it is, because the black car is sitting over there with no engine. So, but I had already planned on pulling this out anyways, whether we broke that or not. Mm-hmm. So it would probably have been sitting in that location right there, the same time period. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that just fast forward things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, Matt. Yeah, it just fast forwarded it. I mean, it didn't really change anything. He called you Hanson.
Hanson.
I love it. Took
This
another
guy.
shot. Nah, we know what you mean, Jason. We know what you mean, brother. Appreciate it. There it is. What up, Fat Boy Fox? Good to see you, brother.
What's up, man?
216. Just installed coilovers. There any value? My old factory V8 springs. Yeah, I wouldn't scrap them if they're clean. You know, guys with Fox bodies that are changing parts out. You know, when you're, don't throw your stock parts away. I don't even care if it's a smog pump. You know, to be honest with you, especially smog pumps, because those are always seized. They're just old now at this point. You know, that's one car part that usually gets pulled a lot. Even the smog switches that over the years, the last 30 years, we've just thrown out and tossed in the trash. That stuff's getting to be pretty expensive now for those folks in Florida and California and Texas, because they don't have the ability to, to get the stuff new. You know what I mean? For the most part. I know smog pumps, when I see them and they're in good shape and they're clean or whatever, and they pump well, there's somebody somewhere that has smog emissions with a Fox body that could use that. So anyone ever swap EcoBoost into a Fox? Yep. Mike Dula did on House of Dula's channel. Go check it out. 6501 373 410, but not a bunch of highway miles. Hanlon, autocorrect. We love you. Yes, sir. Big heart. But yeah, guys, if you don't see the car parts behind me, I try to motivate you guys on the channel here to get your shit off the jack stands. And who am I to talk that sort of shit and not actually kind of live it? And I really wish I would have. I just been moving so fast the last 4 days with what we've been doing. I haven't had time to stop and edit the few videos that I did shoot with this stuff. I really didn't shoot much at all because it's just, it's crunch time. It's the road to Bowling Green for us right now. And like I said, I'm not a real big NMRA racer. I don't chase the events or whatever, but it's definitely going to be a nice banger for the end of the year. We had a really good time at Ford Takeover. So, it's going to be like that sort of environment. It's going to be pretty fire. What's going to happen with the 408 out of the white car? It's going to sit on the stand after. It's going to get refreshed. So if you didn't know if you didn't hear me, we broke the timing chain in it when we hit the scramble. I think the car had a funny idle that for no reason. It was kind of pissing me off. And that's kind of one of the symptoms when a timing chain starts to go. And one way you can actually check, if you guys are curious, and this is important for 351, 302, it don't matter what the hell motor it is. If with the timing chain, you can put a socket on the crank and just move it back and forth to see how much slop is in the chain, especially on the 302, 351, it's pretty evident. If your motor moves, you see what I mean? I think you have to take the cap off. If I'm not mistaken, you got to watch the rotor. So this is a tech thing. This is a tech tip for y'all. Really important. If you want to check your timing chain, it's free. It's pretty much easy. If you got a stock one, it's like 15, 16 socket or whatever. But you just, you put a ratchet and socket on there and you move it back and forth and watch your rotor. If you got slop in your chain and your rotor doesn't move, it'll show right there. And that tells you that. The nice thing about Fords versus like old Chevy motors is Fords, you can actually replace the timing chain without taking the whole motor apart. You just have to take the front of it apart. So I hope that helps somebody. Has anyone here actually given Chinese eBay heads a try? Actually, the heads aren't bad. It's all the hardware. Yeah, Shelby, I've got to skip my okay. So I'll be up at Bowling Green. Make sure you stop by the booth, Super Dave. I appreciate you, man.
Are you doing a booth?
I'm gonna probably pop it up, but I'm not gonna I don't know if I'm allowed to sell merch. I don't think we are, to be honest with you.
I gotcha.
I think you have to pay for a vendor spot, and they're pretty strict about that. But I'm gonna pop it up and see. I mean, even with all the advertisement on my canopy, I gotta be careful,
Yeah,
because I don't want to get charged for a vendor spot.
You're going down what? Thursday, Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave probably Thursday afternoon.
Are you coming down?
Yeah.
Shelby, I'm rocking the Speedmaster 79 heads 2 years now. They're working just fine on the on-3 kit. Nice. Bring Hanlon to 42 Halloween rewind. So I also want to make a mention the next points race. I don't know if anybody's here in the channel that actually runs our circuit here in Ohio. The next points race is at Dragway 42 for the Halloween rewind. And this is a back half. I think it's a virgin surface, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we've been on this surface yet. Now we've went from the shutdown to this area, but this is actually from the back of the track. We were supposed to race this. This was the first race, April 22nd, that got rained out. So this is the we usually start the season with the back half and end the season with the back half, but this year it's a little bit different from what I understand. So yeah, definitely going to be a clean, virgin surface on the pavement. And it's going to be pretty fire. Here's the really cool part. If you're interested in coming up and hanging out, Andrew, probably not because you're coming to NMRA. October 8th, the very next day, Digapalooza and Big 3 Racing are actually putting another stick shift shootout, small tire, big tire. So it'll be a front half prepped event. Now, it's not really a no prep. It's not really called a no prep, but I'm pretty sure D Team's running it. And I know that Jason Leiser's here, Race Life Photos. He does a lot of, the D Team stuff, but he can verify that. But I'm pretty sure D Team's running the Digapalooza, like the events. So if you guys are not in Ohio, you're trying to race a little bit, you have your opportunity Saturday night to race with us at the back half. And then you have the opportunity to kind of stay the night or whatever. And we have another stick shift race the next day for the front half, and they're both 8th mile, 100% buy on or $200 on the pot type shit. So it's gonna be pretty fire. I think nice. So that definitely, if you're definitely considering doing no prep and don't want to mess around with the pavement racing and shit, the Digapalooza October 8th and the Pacemakers October 21st are 2 tracks you should probably consider at least trying if you're going to do a little bit. We run the Digapalooza event the 21st. Yeah, so there it is. They pretty much run the same exact. It's going to be like Quaker, sort of. Like the track should be there really good. It's supposed to be prepped, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not really considered a no prep event, but D Team is the people in charge of the event to run the small, big, quarter. It's 8th mile, small, big, quarter mile stick, hard tire daily. Oh, I thought it said 8th mile. So I take that back. I thought that was, I was telling Dan Watts that was 8th mile. So it is quarter mile. Quarter mile is stick, hard, and daily. So small and big. Cool. Yeah. Be a good time.
Yeah, I won't be there for that one. I'll get smoked in a quarter.
Come up for, you're coming up for Pacemaker though, right?
Yeah. At least I'll have a fighting chance for it then.
K1 Tech and JE Pistons currently have 10% off sale. Crank rods, pistons going on. I'm probably going to pull the trigger on a spare crank. Nice. Could be wrong. The last I ran was, I thought it was 8th, but I'm cool with whatever. I mean, I got to do the NMRA thing with this turbo this weekend, and then we'll probably go back and we're probably going to be putting this this big one on next week.
Too many turbos, man.
I got like 7 of them. It's ridiculous. Shelby, you might be looking at 600 in new hardware and tools to do it. What do you say? I may try. I think I can gasket match them and run them for the price. I've seen some good and bad reviews. And he said you might be looking about 600 in new hardware. Yeah. So like I was just saying, it's there's nothing wrong with the eBay heads or whatever, but I know that Dave likes to use the budget, like the stock. Does that make any sense? He does his own porting and he does his own hardware, like he did with this these sets of heads. You know what I mean? If Hanlon's going to Pace, I'll be there. Got to finally meet up this beautiful man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, baby. Matt, thanks. By the way, I'm looking for an 8.8 in the middle of the 4-cylinder swap. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, you guys got any tech questions? I just basically wanted to update you guys on what was going on. You know, we were prepping for NMRA and it broke our shit. And
that's coming up quick, man. NMRA is going to be a good time. There's a lot of people going. A lot of people. I think Lamar's going.
I don't really. What'd you say?
I think Lamar's going. Oh yeah, yep. I think Brian Prince is going, if I remember correctly.
He's going to be in the True Street stick shift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Skylar Hardy, yourself, Danny Watts.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot. Jeff Smith. There's going to be a lot.
Jeff Smith.
I mean, I think my buddy Mike Niehaus is rolling. Hell to the yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's had some pretty shit luck with his car recently with the rockers and stuff. He's had some issues with it, but hopefully he's got it ironed out for this race.
I have a couple customers that are also running in the True Street, trying to get in the stick shift. Scott Triolo, he actually won the stick shift shootout. I think at Bradenton.
Was it?
Yeah, he's got the 4i car, the gray 4i car.
I think he won at Norwalk.
Or was it Norwalk? I know he won one of them. I just can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I think he won at Norwalk.
And then Kyle Miller with that black New Edge car.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Whoop. Yeah, your guys are all fast as fuck.
It's going to be rough. I'm telling you, it's going to be, just to make the top 8 is going to be, you're going to have to bring, you're going to have to have a good average. And see, it's going to, I wouldn't be surprised if all 8 of the stick shift finalists were all single digit cars.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be surprised in one bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Weekend's good.
I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that, pimp. Give me a second here. Is Hanlon calling Neo out? I got to see how much money I can bet on the left lane. He ain't got a chance. No, there it is. No, listen, what I'm trying to explain to him is like they were actually, aren't they deleting a Coyote class this year?
They're deleting Limited Street, I heard.
Oh, I thought they were getting rid of the one of the Coyote classes.
No, Coyote stock's still around. That's like one of their strongest classes. Factory stock, which is a class that I would try to go for. I just don't want to put 750 pounds of weight in my car. I don't know. It seemed like the class was dying off, and then all of a sudden it started picking back up again. So I don't know. They did add the Street Bandit 1010 class.
Yeah, that's the one that's the one that I think there's $1,000 on the pot for that this weekend.
Yes, there is. I was actually thinking about running that.
Well, so is that just you should? Your card's right there.
I know. I would have to buy.
You need to load your shit up. Oh, do you have? I don't think you even have to pass certain tech, do you? Outside of the normal safety shit.
Yeah, just as normal safety stuff. But I would have to have DOT tires, and I don't have DOT tires.
Oh, is DOT part of it?
Yes. Front and rear.
Oh, you don't have them in the front, do you?
No.
Neo, can you cover some of the E85 fueling setups? Making big power needs the increase in octane. What do you mean by that, pimp? Making big power needs the increase in octane. So the reason why I've went to E85 and the reason why most people go to E85 is because, you can get it at the pump. I mean, even at the pump, you can make 1,000 wheel on E85 and not really have any issue. E85 is a completely different fuel. E85 is like 85% of it's corn and 15% of it is like 86 octane or 87 octane. They have E85R that's actually 85% ethanol and like 15% like 110 race fuel, which is really good, or 93 or 97 or whatever they mix with it. But when you start going to E85, when you start tuning, your tuning software has to go up like 30%. You consume versus like regular petroleum fuel. you consume 30% more on E85, but it's oxygenated and it burns cold. So that's really good for trying to make power with. So it does have its side effects. One of the major side effects, which we just found out with our injectors that were in our 363, is they like to, and in the pumps too, the fuel pumps, is it likes to get this real nasty gooey tar over time. It'll build up from E85, even if you put the additive in. It also is very corrosive, so you have to run like specific PTFE lines. You have to run, most of the pumps and injectors are fine with E85. It's just you have to take them out and clean them every year. You never want your stuff to really sit on E85 for the most part either. So, having a tune for gas or petroleum to lubricate. Now, there's some stuff that you can buy to put on your E85 that helps lubricate the top end of your motor. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if that's what you were asking, Pimp, but I try to explain it best I can.
I just picked up a can of C85 from VP.
Over 800 wheel on 363, 93 will cap me. Yeah, don't. I need to put together a new fuel system to tank forward I want an easy pump solution, no race gas. To be honest with you, you're just going to have to redo your whole fuel system. You're going to have to E85's on the pump. And if you don't have a pump near you, I would suggest getting, 5 or 6 gallon or big 5 gallon jugs or whatever. I would imagine at 800 wheel, you're just going to drive it around once in a while, Pimp. But 650, 93 pump gas definitely starts triggering the knock sensor and possibly, splitting your block. I mean, I know people say, "Oh, well, I make 1,000 on 93," but that's I don't know about all that. Yeah, E85 is still considered a pump gas. It's just an alternate fuel. Hopefully I can run across T5 and 8.8. My car's a sad auto is the only reason I'd settle for an AOD on Mustang guy. I have an 8.8 and T5 sitting. I just blew my T5 apart. What transmission should I buy? Man, sitting right here.
TKX, man.
That transmission right here.
Would you put through that thing like 750 horse or something?
Yeah, the most we've ever made on the TKX was just under 800, 770 or something, 950.
Right, to the wheel.
To the wheels.
Right.
And you guys got to remember T5, transmissions are rated by torque in a 4,000 pound car. So if you do your math in a car that weighs 3,000 pounds, you should be able to put more to it. Depends on what it is, but yes.
Yeah, they underrated them though. But
I'll put that TKX in my white car and go run an 8. Said what I said. Correct. Redoing it all. Just need heads up on combo. So combo would be, if I had to build your fuel system for you, like anything 600 plus that's going to do E85, you would do a sump tank. I would suggest doing an aluminum tank if you're going to spend the money. The only reason why is because what I found out. Hang on a second. I swear I hear somebody outside. Anyways.
Yo, is that Danny Watts knocking on your door again?
Maybe.
I knew you were talking shit about me. I'm on my way.
So if I had to build your fuel system, I would definitely put an aluminum tank in. The reason why is I know that the regular stock tanks are coated or whatever, but when I put the sump in there, it was steel and it rusted up pretty good from E85, from the water in E85. But I would definitely run an aluminum tank, have a sump, dash 12 feed to the pump. You could step it down to 10. You would run to like a MagnaFuel 750. If you call up MagnaFuel, let them know that you heard from me. You might get a little discount. I don't know. They're supposed to be a new sponsor soon. I don't know. I own like 4 of their pumps, so I kind of hit them with it, and I said, just rebuild my pumps and instead of charging me, and I'll be super happy with that. And they were pretty cool about that. But anyways, I'd go dash 12 to the pump. I go dash 12 to the pre-filter, come out the filter. I don't even know. You know what? I take that back. I think the pre-filters are only -10, whatever. Do -10 to the pre-filter. Pre-filter be like a big micron, something that keeps, takes all the shit out of your fuel. Obviously 10 all the way through the feed to the pump to the post filter, all the way up to your rails. If you were going to build the system, you definitely want to run fuel rails that have their own feed and their own exit. So the way I ran my fuel system was I had you had the sump, went to the pre-filter went to the pump, 750 Magna Fuel. Pump went to the post filter, ran the 10-10 all the way up to the to a Y block, where I split -10 into 2 -8s. The Y block went to the front of the fuel rails, and they run through the fuel rails, and 2 -8s come out the back of the fuel rails, and 2 -8s go to the regulator. I have a 2-in-1 regulator where 2 8s come in the side, and I have the return -8 that goes to the tank. So we regulate post rails. So, yep, that's how we do it. Tip of the trade: if you don't want to aerate your fuel tank, one of the best, obviously when you step up your fuel system, you got to step up your vacuum. So -10 will need at least a 1/2-inch vacuum, if not a couple. If you could manage to do that into your system, that would make your pump not run so hard. Also, my drain on on my black car's tank that I did after the white car, it's in the corner of the tank. So when it returns, it doesn't aerate the pump going out. You know what I mean? So hope that helps somebody.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here. What's up, Dave? I just dropped my tank. Could I weld studs for battery relocation inside the trunk with the fuel tank still in the car? I'd absolutely not do that. It's a safety issue. Drop your tank, put it outside, get it away from any sort of sparks. Don't even play that game. Roy, cleaning tanks is not hard. It's not that hard.
No.
I just dropped my tank. See if I can see the bottom of the color of rust. Should I scrape the tank? They're not hard to clean, but at that point, I would go ahead and get a new one. Never. Never. What'd you say?
No welding next to the tank.
No, ever, never, ever, ever, never. Thanks. My tuner runs several cars in a Hellcat 535 in pump. And says it has no issues with it. Just runs a hop switch and a boosted pump. I don't like boosted pump at all. I think boosted pump is just a band-aid. I take that back. Boosted pump has its advantages, or would still be used. Right. So the one thing we had an issue, it's not so much a problem now because Holley has kill switches inside their programming. So like if they see a spike in boost, they'll kill the car. They see a drop in fuel pressure, they'll kill the car. It has a lot of adjustability. You know what I mean? There's parameters set to keep your tune safe from stuff that happens. But what's happened in the past is booster pump didn't really get a bad rap per se, but like if you had a 255 or a 340 back in the day and back in the 90s, and you ran a booster pump with it to get that extra fuel, if your booster pump ever went out or the voltage dropped, it would change your tune and change your fuel and run it lean. Does that make any sense? So, having something try to amplify the pressure of your fuel, not necessarily like the FMU does that kind of in its own way, but it does it mechanically. So the FMU fails and then the whole car shuts off. Can I delete my fuel pump and put a hose in its place and run a carburetor? Actually, you don't have to do anything. You could just a stock tank. If you were going to run a carburetor in your Fox body, you could just drop your tank, take the pump out, and just run a hose to the bottom of the tank. Like you could do it that way. Make sure you put a post filter though. Make sure you get a filter because there's a strainer inside Or you could still use all the system. If I'm not mistaken, you can still use the 5/16 feed line, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
and then run your pump right under your hood or whatever. But you would just take the like I said, there's a little S tube or S rubber hose inside of the tank on the hanger. You could just take that S tube off and disconnect the pump, and you could run a hose right to the bottom, zip tied to the bottom of the hanger. That way it stays at the bottom of the tank, and just run a hose if you're running carburetor. Hope that helps somebody. But yep. Oh, it's such a shit show.
It's not that bad.
Man. I gotta put a chute on, bro. Come on. I've been riding dirty for years. Now I get caught. It is what it is.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, they changed the rule. It used to be 130, 150. Now it's 135 or something.
145, I think.
You sure?
Positive. I
think it might be. I don't know. It is what it is. I have no problem stopping at 155. I mean, it's a little sketch, but I think the chute's going to be a good idea. It'll go right on the coupe, anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, Halen, do you have a day open? I can give you a call.
Yeah, give me a call like Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I'm going to leave Thursday afternoon to go up or down to Bowling Green, and I won't be there Friday, obviously. So, and Monday is like our busiest day.
It's a good idea, running the hop switch. I didn't read his question before. So, are you staying in a hotel or whatever?
Honestly, I haven't even booked anything yet. I'll figure it out when I get there.
I'm just gonna sleep on grounds. To be honest.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that runs in Coyote stock, and he's got a big fifth wheel trailer with a living quarters, and he said I can stay with them if I need to. So
hell yeah, dude. You need to put that damn car on the trailer and take it with you. What's a good budget turbo for a 302? What's a good budget turbo for a 302 forged bottom end? Wife wants to get into her own race car, but it's not ready for boosted 351 yet. Budget turbo on 3 AGP turbo. That's the people who sent me this one. They actually have a number of really good budget stuff going on. Plus they sell other brands as well. So just tell them I sent you. AGP. On 3 definitely as well. I mean, I've they may, just because they're not expensive doesn't mean they suck. You know what I mean? So whatever. What up, James Williams? Good to see you, brother. Big shout. I got a lot of members here in the channel today. Big shout to you guys, the guys in green. We've been talking. I've been trying to update you guys best I can in members chat on what's going on here. I usually share whatever I do on my Facebook business page with you guys and give you some extra content as well. But
you be busy.
I need to do.
I say you be busy.
Ugh. It is what it is. Did you get that? Did you get your Facebook set up?
What do you mean?
That well, I was telling you the other night with your business page.
Oh yeah.
So you good to go?
I think so.
Good.
I mean, I'm gonna play with it a little bit more tomorrow at the shop, but
be a lot of shit this weekend for you to post.
Yeah,
I would post everything from NMR. I'd go live and everything right on your business.
Oh yeah, for sure. I plan to. Yo, did you get those videos I sent you?
Yeah, but I forgot all my USBs are taken, and if I shake this computer, I'm gonna lose my signal. I'll have to share. I'll have to share it another day. Just power shifting through life without smoking my clutch. Get a twin disc for sure.
Not everyone needs a twin disc.
If you make 500 plus, you need a twin disc. I said what I said.
False. False.
Hanlon, do y'all still have your dad's old Ford? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It needs.
You'll
updated.
see too.
It's still got
Neve's
its
gonna
new
see the taillights of it soon.
He's what?
What? I said what I said.
Well played. Yeah, his dad it's still got the New Balances in the back.
The OG Gap shoes.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. He still got the golf shorts in
That's right.
Hailing specials.
Are those old school Simpsons shoes?
Those what?
Nah, they just New Balances. The old school Simpson shoes? Nope, they're New Balances. Get you some.
I've got a V. I'm assuming he said VS. I've got a VS Racing 75 76 turbo. It's supposed to be good to 900 wheel. 900. So one thing I did want to mention to you guys. What? Ordering a twin disc now. Can you see chat? Can you see chat,
Yes.
Andrew?
Yep, I can see it.
76 75 supposed to be good to 900. One thing I did want to mention that people that are the ratings in some of these turbos, like the little 76 75 that I have. I mean, it's not exactly little, but AGP turbo actually makes housings to change if you wanted to change one of the housings and change up the turbo itself. But the point I'm getting to is 76 75 is a good starter to try to make good horsepower. But when you run an E85, it also affects not only the pump efficiency, but it also affects the turbo. Like, some turbos are good to 1,000. I'm pretty sure they're talking about crank horsepower. So, when you start looking at a 76, 75, and I was years ago, didn't understand this. Like my turbos can make 1150 crank horsepower. So, and then you factor in E85, and then you have even less on that turbo because it's going to make power differently, if that makes any sense. So 900 wheels should probably, or 900 horsepower that turbo should probably be taxed out right around about 700 wheel. And that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of back pressure, which is one of the biggest problems I had. I had a small kit on most of my cars for a reason. But now we put the big kit on with the smaller turbo again for the NMRA race. But then we have to put the big turbo on, and we're gonna F around and find out. So, yeah, the VS Racing is pretty good stuff. Super Dave. Murphy's Law in the house. What up? Literally just installed a rebuilt ECU on a cruise. Just installed my rebuilt ECU and on a cruise. So is it working pretty good? Does a ball bearing turbos run cooler than journal bearings? Sort of. Definitely spools fast. That's one of the nice things about ball bearings that I like the most is it spools fast and stays spooled when, especially for a stick shift car. But I've had nothing but really good luck with journal bearings. Like this one back here is a billet ball bearing from AGP, the 80 millimeter. He actually custom built that for me. He's like, I told him I didn't want to go to a T6 yet. I mean, we'll change the housing when we put it on the coupe, but we may not. I don't know. I figured 600 to be safe. It's got a 125 on it. Yeah, it's plenty. I know what you're talking about. I used to own one of them. Matter of fact, there used to be a member and a channel. I think he's still a channel member. I haven't looked at it. David Willis, remember him? He bought my VS Racing that I had. I sold the VS Racing that I bought because it was too heavy. But the one I got sitting here can just be mounted on my frame. It's not a big deal. I've seen the next gen 7875 make over 1,000 on an LS. Yeah, was that a big frame? My Speedo has never My Speedo has never worked. Chain sensors and nothing. Finally replaced the gear in the transmission and on the speed sensor. Now I got to go from 0 to 140, bury the needle in first. Did I put the gear on backwards? It's very possible that you're either
it's not stripped, is it?
Yeah, it's got to be stripped or Speedo's going out. Yeah, no problem, Dylan. I always try to bring on, on these live streams, I try to bring out little tips and tricks, try to help somebody out. I should do a whole damn video on the E85 fuel system that I just helped pimp with. But that's what we do, man. We talk some foxbody shit with foxbody friends and have a good time doing it.
There we go.
You got to go live, man. You got to go live. I think the channel, people know that I go live on Sunday nights, and I appreciate everybody that comes in and talks some shit with us. Not sure if it was T6. I was under impression it was a T4. I can ask the owner. But so, anyways, this we will be doing a video on exactly what happened to the 408. As I've been doing pretty well with it, but be honest with you guys, I am going to be busy. We got to get the car running tomorrow. I got a bunch of work to do. I'm trying to get done early in the morning so I can get back to the car and get it finished and fired. We should be firing it tomorrow. I would think. So
yeah, tomorrow, and then what? Back to the dyno.
Back to the dyno Tuesday. Yeah. And then we're not putting the shoot and everything on unless we know the motor. Track on Wednesday. Try to get as much film as I can, guys. Mustang guy, appreciate you being a member for 18 months. Guys, curious, want to join the channel? Check out that join button by the subscribe button on my videos. Helps to go to NMRA and pay for diesel and send banners out and all that other shit. So it's always nice. Banners. Oh, I forgot I was going to do a banner.
Oh, we're doing giveaways tonight.
We do one every live stream. So Stifler sent me a bunch of bags or a bunch of banners. So I told Tremix bringing me, I don't know, six or eight of them. I don't know how many I got in here, but we're about to find out. So big shout out to Tom Clark and Stiflers. If you guys don't know, we run Stiflers here on the channel on both of our cars. We'll probably be giving away something like this on the Fox Days of Christmas, but this is the TKX TKO Tremec Stifler's cross member, and this is the loop that we have on both cars that Andrew keeps yelling at me about.
Big facts.
You're the one that hooked it up, bro. So we will be doing Fox Days of Christmas this year, and those will probably be some of the shit that we have in our pile of stuff to give away. But I'm always trying to give some stuff away, trying to give away some good information here on the channel. I mean,
you flexing right now, bro?
Huh?
You flexing right now?
No, what the hell are you talking about?
He's like ripping open the box, like, there it is.
Tired for that. These things smell like straight rubber. All right, give me a second. Can't believe I'll put a parachute in my car. Smells like pencils.
I need that cross member. Give me a call. I got plenty of them. TCB MO9.
Who said that? What's your live schedule? I usually go every Sunday at 8. 8. Sometimes I go at 9. It depends. I usually let people know in the chat. Kyle Gertner, any suggestions on prefab hop sides for 351 T4 Fox? Colt side will be custom, going with the high ram. Prefab just on 3. On 3 has pretty good. There's a couple kits out there that are pretty good. Yeah, and who said that? Looking forward to cooler weather. Same with 95. I need that cross member. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them. I'm just, dude. I don't want to cut this thing and rip it. Or my face.
Just remember, cut towards you, not away from you.
Stop it.
I'm just playing.
All right, shop swag in the house.
You got a Stifler banner?
Yeah. I got a hold of Tom Clark, and they sent me a bunch. I don't know how many they sent me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. 4 of them? Yeah. Cool. Big shout to 5 of them, 4 of them. Big shout to Tom Clark and Brian. Yeah, that's I was like, why is it cursing? Shop swag, fellas. Shop swag. 6
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. I'll let you choose the guy who wins it tonight. So I ended up getting what?
I said, here we go. We want to do hashtag Stiflers?
No, pick something else. Yeah.
It's a Stifler banner.
Yeah, just do Stiflers.
All right, hashtag Stiflers. Hit it up.
Hashtag Stiflers. Let it run for a few minutes.
All right.
Guys, don't spam, please. I don't care if you go in more than once, but don't go in like 7 times in a row. But if you win it, then I'll ship it. God, I've given away probably 50 banners. No, 20. 50's a lot. It seems like 50. I got my shipping bill on it, and I was like, what the hell? You know?
Send it through the post office.
Huh?
Send it through the post office.
I do.
It's like a flat rate bag. You can put it in like the flat rate envelope. It's like $9.
It's like $9.
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, you gonna give me $9?" I'm just kidding, man. You do a lot for me. For us here on the channel. But yeah, I've given away probably about 20 or 25 of these. I mean, you remember we went to Fort Takeover, and we were tasked by Tremick and McLeod to put these all up on the fence. They gave us a whole box of them, which had like 5 or 6 of them in it. I think it holds 5. And if you remember, they were like they got like a tornado or something. Do you remember that? And it tore down all the fences at Jackson Dragway. Because I said when I got there with Caleb, I said, hey, where am I going to be able to hang all these damn banners? Because I got my magazine. And there was nothing to hang it on. There was nothing there. And he was like, we just had a tornado.
Ooh.
Or something. I don't know.
I forgot about that.
Something blew all the shit down. Just bring what to Bowling Green? With the 387 and 408, what mods did you run with the stock fuel injection? I didn't run a stock fuel injection on those motors. So, yes, stick shift is for men. Sweet. All right. Yeah, it was a good time. Fort Takeover was definitely good. And
I can't wait for Fort Takeover next year.
Yeah. I can't wait for next year in general. There's going to be a lot of shit going on with stick shift going on. You know what I mean? I try to do what I could do to make it, to make the class, to bring a little fire to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think we were successful, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean,
we're not done yet.
No, we're kind of getting close to the end of the year-ish. And, I'm finally getting my stuff out there. We got NMRA this week. And then I got something local here next week. And then we'll be getting ready for pacemakers. I'll be coming up for that.
That's going to be fire.
Yeah. So.
All right. So go ahead and pick somebody. I'm going to go outside for a second. Scroll through and pick somebody.
If I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Kyle Gertner? Hopefully I pronounced that right. Kyle Gertner. I can't select it like he can.
Who won? Who'd you get?
Let's see.
Who won? Can you hear me?
Kyle Gertner.
Gertner.
I think is how you pronounce it. Gertner.
This guy?
I can't select it like you can. There you go.
Yeah. So, Neo Mustangs at Hotmail. Wow. Just send me an email with your name, your address, and I'll send this out to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah. What did he say? Jonathan, if 3,500 TKX is your budget, then go for it. What did he say? Looking to go boost on a 96 Cobra, but I need to solve some transmission problems. I've been looking into bronze forks pads for the T45. Is it worth fixing or TKX? Guys, I just want to tell you that, and I'm not telling you this to spend your money for you, but the TKX legitimately is the next step up from T5, period. When your T5s are done, when you pretty much get past like 400 wheel, that's where you want to go with it. You know what I mean? Are we still running my code for the transmission swaps? No.
I have the 200 off code. That's still active.
If you guys want a TKX or a T56 swap, GM Ford, doesn't matter. You can get $200 off with my code with Neo 200 off. Oh my God.
Yep. I do want to elaborate a little bit more on that real quick. A lot of guys mistakenly, because they'll read it on the internet, they think that adding bronze shift fork pads is going to make transmission better. It's not, to be honest. That is really meant for racing applications. Basically, if you're going to drive it very hard, the plastic pads have a tendency to, wear and break out, basically, because you're shifting it really hard. So that's where the bronze pads come in. But you got to remember, bronze pads is metal on metal. So you got metal on your shift fork and then metal on your slider. They're going to wear faster. They're not meant for everyday driving. The T45 is just a single, synchronizer ring deal, where the TKX is going to have a 3-piece ring design for all 5 gears. So it is going to shift smoother. It's going to shift higher RPM. It is the best way to explain it, it's a much more updated transmission. So not to try to upsell you guys, but the TKX is worth it. So
nice. Sweet. Okay, so it looks like I've gotten some new members today, and I want to Timmy Two Wires gifted 5 Neo Mustangs memberships. Nice, dude. Why did that not show up in my main page?
Mhm.
Wow. I don't know what that was all about. So big shout out to you, Timmy Two Wires. That's why I switched between the two. I think I have chat lag now. I don't know. But big shout to at Timmy Two Wires for the new for the 1 month. Basically, you can actually gift memberships to other people. Did you know that?
I saw that.
Crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on with my chat lag though. I apologize, guys. It's gonna like go whoop. But so hang on 1 second. Trying to fix something here. I'm trying to see if I can actually fix my chat lag.
What's everyone working on? What are you guys up to? What's the projects?
So it looks like it's fine. I don't know. It's like I go to the main screen that has like YouTube, like, and then because I stream through StreamYard, so the StreamYard won't show some of the chat after a while. It'll be laggy, and then I'll switch back to like the YouTube, like whatever, like, and it shows it just fine. Gonna bounce, guys. Have a great weekend. All right, Pimp. Hope I answered your questions for you. I appreciate you, man. Saving for my TKX and getting ready for the Terminator X 9.3. You know, we're gonna do that as well. Neo is a sellout. Beg for that money, boy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
What? Shots fired.
Shots fired. Beg for that money. Ain't nobody begging for no money, bro.
What? Percolade. Get in line, son.
Does the 10 spline TKX have a different torque rating than a 26?
So on their catalog, it says no, but there is. There's no way in hell a 10 spline is going to hold up 600 foot-pounds of torque.
No.
No.
Not at all.
That thing will exit stage left.
Right. Thanks for the reply. The TKX sounds like the future for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, what did James say? 91 Camaro RS Turbo LS T5 2 TKX 800 wheel goal. Yeah, that's a badass unit right there, boy. That's a catfish Camaro? Is that what they call it? Like, I just recently learned that term. That's crazy.
No, 91. That's third gen, isn't it?
Oh no, that
catfish is like fourth gen.
Yes, my bad.
Come on, man. I'm not even a Camaro guy, and I know that.
My Project 95 Mustang had some rust forming around the jack. No shit. I rock, baby. All right. That was like my first one, man. That was like my first build.
I actually wouldn't mind having an IROC.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a Camaro. I'm not a big Camaro guy, but I wouldn't mind having one.
Yeah. Collecting parts for a 418 Windsor spare engine. Top end already. So what would you do? What would you do with a 4? Listen, the 418, doesn't that have like a crazy rod angle to it? I think anything past 4-inch stroke has a pretty crazy rod angle to it, like Ford wise.
Catfish was the ugliest car made.
I like them. They're not terrible.
I mean, they're okay.
They're decent. Catfish.
I mean, I beg to differ. I mean, the Mustang 2 was very ugly, in my opinion.
You think so?
The Mustang 2s?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Is that like 74 to 78 or whatever they were?
78, yep. For sure.
James, yes. Neo approved it. He did it, what?
Realistically, to be honest with you, to James, you know I'm 100 here on the channel. I'm not hiding shit. The black car had 34. It was 3450 race weight with me in it, with the slicks, and we didn't do any favors to try to keep the TKX alive. So
yeah, Foxtoberfest, you had it in there what, like 2 months? You're like, oh, you can shift it without the clutch.
Yeah, I did a whole damn video on it.
Yeah,
I still shipped it without the clutch.
Yeah, thanks.
I just gear floated. It's not a big deal. The in between Mustang, that one, that Mustang over there. Built benches and shelves so I have room to start working on 94 GTs again. Lots of parts. Nice, dude. He actually built shelves for all the parts he hasn't put on yet. Not making fun of you. No, I'm not saying that, Chris. That's actually smart to actually organize. Another, what I try to tell everybody here on the channel to stay motivated and just write your shit down. Like I actually wrote all my stuff down behind me, like most of it. There's always this shit, like when you're putting doing a major transplant in a car and doing shit to your car. It's like, there's always those things that you forget. Like I had the drain hose on the turbo on this kit is on the driver's side, and my pan's tapped for both sides. And it's always recommended if you're going to do a turbo swap, tap both sides of the damn pan. You'll thank me later. You may or may not use it. It is what it is. You never know when things are going to change. But anyways, I had to actually write down some of the knickknack shit that I knew was going to get me in trouble if I didn't. Could you imagine starting that engine up, driving it down the street, and having a bunch of oil spill all over the place?
That's right. The more organized you can be, the better.
Right.
Write stuff down, label everything. Like when I did my car, a couple times, get yourself like little organized bags, and label everything. So that way you kind of know where, stuff went.
I think you just made a couple people mad there, bro, with that Mustang 2 comment.
Why? Sorry.
Actually, Mustang 2 is. What's up, Gabe?
I don't know. There he is.
What's up, bro? So Frederick said, what did he say? 96 to 2000 Explorer has better stock injectors. Yes. So the reason why the Explorer 19-pound yellow injectors are way better than the foxbody ones is because it's basically an EV6 with an EV1 plug. It's got a 4 spray pattern. It atomizes your fuel better. So also is kind of a little more resistant to getting clogged up versus like the old school foxbody injector, the big fatty ones you call it, it was a single switch and there was only one nozzle. So when stuff started getting in the injector, it started, making it run funny. But I just talked about injectors earlier, and you should be cleaning that shit anyway. So, take the time to do it.
Yeah. Neo preaches maintenance and doesn't do maintenance on his own cars. It's all good.
Okay. I used to shift gears from the passenger side of my dad's 76 Mustang 2 when I was a kid. Dude, I did the same thing with my dad's Chevette.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were going to church. That's one of my fondest memories of stick shift.
Your pops had a Chevette?
He had a Chevette, bro. Bro, I didn't grow up with no money, bro.
Mom had a Chevette.
My dad was a janitor, and my mom, she was in school to be a nurse until I was out of high school, pretty much. I mean, she turned LPN, RN, DON. I was in college playing football. Yeah. The one thing we didn't have no money. I mean, we have money, but like, you know, it was paycheck to paycheck, you know what I mean? And we made it work. You know, we had
Blue
family,
collar, man.
Bro, we had family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Family's huge. Our family was just, you know, my dad's sister had like 15 kids. It was just me and my sister. And it was just like, you know, family was everything to us. You know, it was way more important than money. It still is. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you make money or not. Family's super important. I mean, I think, you know, in relation to like the foxbody shit in racing, you know, there's, you know, not all family is blood, you know. I got a lot of friends that I would, you know, in a heartbeat, if they needed something, you know, important, needed me there or needed money or whatever, be like, you know, what you need, brother. You know, I'll take family. Family's a good thing to have. You know, you only get one.
Family's everything.
Yes. So, you know, fondest memories of that.
Hell yeah. My pops used to let me sit on his lap and drive the truck, or occasionally drive the Mustang.
This thing right here?
Huh?
Like you were like steering the big ass wheel on it?
Yeah.
I did that pretty good, didn't I? I had a 79 Pinto back in the day. I was into road racing and had a ton of racer wall sports on it. It was still a shit box though. No shit.
Yo, what was your first car?
Mine?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, be honest. I'll tell you what mine was. You're all gonna laugh.
I had a Ford Escort, a 4-door Ford Escort.
Yes.
1986 to be exact. 1986. Oh, so
that's
bad.
hot.
What?
That's hot.
Not.
Why not? Man? It's an Escort.
Yeah. So, what was your first car?
It was a 95 Geo Prism 4-bagger.
I was gonna say Geo, but I was gonna say Tracker.
A Geo Tracker.
I was gonna say Tracker.
Yo, I bought this thing. Yeah. I bought this car for like $300. I used to work at this little grocery store, and it was some guy in the deli, and he was selling it, and it had like, I don't know, 300,000 miles on it. I got it for dirt cheap. But yeah, I actually missed that car. That thing got like 50 miles a gallon.
What was y'all first? Go ahead. What was y'all first damn car? Put it in the damn comments. Stop lying. Be honest. Yeah. Ford Escort, 4-door. Me and my Uncle Paul, who's no longer with us, bless his soul, painted it black with 2 white stripes. And I put skinnies and fats on it. It was 4-cylinder. It was fast, boy. Actually, it wasn't fast at all. It probably
first
would be
car, 83 Cadillac. Ooh, girl.
Ooh. Tempo in the house. Hell to the yes. Another 4-lug mafia right there, bro. First car, 69 Mustang. Still have it. Nice. Hey, somebody was listening. 80s Thunderbird with a 289. My first 78 Cutlass was a Pontiac 354 barrel. Oh yeah, the rocket motor. Not the best idea. A rocket motor for sure. Didn't the Pontiac motors have like a crooked distributor in the front? What they like? Was the distributor going like sideways? Shit, I don't know. 87 Mustang 2.3. 4 months later, I bought an 87 GT for $2,500. You stole it.
Nice.
72 Celica with dual Webers. Stop lying. 79 Regal 305. I like open diff $400. My first car was a 90 LX with a 4-cylinder. Okay. That was my first car 4 years of McDonald's. My first car was my dad's 82 GL. Ooh, I haven't heard somebody reference their foxbody as a GL or a GLX in like forever. Big shout, bro. Big shout for sure. Hell to the yes. 77
Buddy.
Cutlass Supreme. Wasn't that like a really big one? Like if you turned, like the car was still like really big and wide.
A boat.
It was a boat. 89 Fox body 2.3. Nice. That was your first car? 87 Cutlass. There it is, bro. There it is. I was waiting for somebody to come with the G body.
Yep.
I'm a big G body guy, man. I like G bodies, no doubt. I like they're light. I think they look good. I seen a Regal LS turbo swap at the track last Wednesday, and it was kind of no prep-ish. I was fucking hooked. I was like, nice, man. I like that a lot.
I can see you rocking a G body.
Dude, I'll rock a G body. I don't care. I told y'all I would love a Buick Grand National. Or I would like to. The Monte Carlo SS is what I want. I want a 1987 silver T-top Monte Carlo SS. I'll put an LS swap in that. I'll put a turbo on there, and everybody be mad at me. Said what it said.
Put some donks on it.
No. We would probably put 18s.
That's a thing now.
We would probably still put 18s on it. We would put the IROC Z18s on it, the chrome ones. You remember those?
Uh-huh.
G-body.
Apparently that's a thing though right now, like donk racing. Like I
didn't
know
for sure. I mean, and they're really fast. There's no joke. They actually have donk beadlocks. The class. The class has to be a 24 or bigger wheel. It's a big wheel.
Yeah. Well, didn't what's his name? Murder Nova from Street Outlaws. Didn't he do one of them?
I don't pay
like
that
a big donk. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I watched a little bit of that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The guys down at Darlington, down in the South, down in the Carolinas, they're big in the donk racing down there. And those cars aren't slow. They're all got bags on the back, and they're all big nitrous cars. So, but there's actually a company out there that makes wheels that are strong enough to handle that shit, and they're beadlocked.
Awesome.
It's like crazy.
Hey man, racing's racing.
Racing's
no matter
racing.
What you got.
100%. I don't give a damn. What car? I mean, racing is just—it's a sport. Support it all.
That's right.
The G body is the Fox body of the Chevy side. That's right. It's 100%. Like, there's a reason. Like, we used to race in Milan or Milan, Michigan, whatever, with the 3-pedal throwdown, and when we would have that event once a year, or twice a year, whatever, we would be stacked with the G body. Peso, Jay Peso used to run, he still does promote, but I don't. We would be on that venue with the G body guys, so you got to see a whole ton of them. You know what I mean? It was freaking dope. My best friend's car was an 88 GT, black with red stripe and the trim. Ooh, that's a rare one. Back though, 86 IROC 305. Anyways, we're getting kind of about 11:15. I hate to cut it off. You got to put a truck tree fitty with 3/4.
Tree fitty.
I don't know how many times I heard that damn story. 3/4 race cam. Like, hey, here's the thing though. Is some of those cars that you heard this shit from years ago, it's like, like I used to have this car. I used to be able to, like, you hear stories like I used to be able to jump pop cans on the street and stuff like that. And you always thought they were a bullshit, but they're really out there. There's cars really out there that are, you hear these stories about that shit. It's funny. It's like, there's no joke. I got a 3/4 race cam. Yeah, he probably really does. So anyways, all right. Hit that like, fellas. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Again, check out that join button. Be a member member of the channel. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all my members in green. We'll be talking to you, keeping you guys updated tomorrow on the white car, and it's transition to the new motor and driveline. So, yeah. Got anything in got NMRA coming up this weekend. We'll probably be leaving Friday mornings when we hope we're leaving. We got a lot of shit to do between now and Friday, as far as there's just a ton. Like, this car's not even driving right now, so be exciting to watch. Been wanting to do this swap for a long time, so you guys need
get your shit off the Jackstands.
shit off the jackstand. You know, every live stream, guys, I always try to be a little motivating, try to give you guys, you know, try to be an example of, you know, what I'm about, you know, what I try to preach here on the channel. And, you know, hopefully behind you shows that, you know, we're not screwing around here. You know, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I got shit everywhere. We can clean it up later. Let's get the car running. Let's get it off the jack stands and get to the event. So got 4 straight weekends of racing again. We had a weekend off, but apparently we didn't. So, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of looking forward to the winter, but, you know, I've been racing so much, I'd be kind of mad. I'm going to be mad in the first month. But whatever, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I got a video of what actually really happened to the white car coming out this week. Again, we're gonna probably do a short video to catch everybody up on what's going on the channel. Something that I don't have to spend a whole lot of time editing. So I apologize that the videos aren't going to be super fire. I'm just going to try to catch you guys up and give you we'll probably go to the dyno, see what it makes, and then we'll probably go to the track and see what it does. And yeah, anyways. Big shout to all my channel members once again, and to Kyle for the shop swag. I'm gonna need some more banners, bro.
I got you.
So I got 5 for Stiflers. I'll get 5 from Tremick and probably some from McLeod this weekend. And if I get some from you, then I'll just give away. I'll have enough for 20 weeks. You know what I mean? Which that's a long time. That's like a half a year.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we'll do a bunch of stuff. We'll probably do a live this weekend or 2.
Yeah, I would definitely consider going live. I'm not going to be able to go live on Sunday next week, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. Even if the car doesn't run, I'm going to an NMRA. And I'm going to be there for the whole event, which means that we'll be driving home Sunday evening, and we won't be home until late. So I will not have a live stream, but I had an idea. The stick shift shootout is next Sunday. So I had an idea of going live on my phone, if I'm in it or not. If you guys want to see a couple lives, not long ones, but like short ones, that's something I'll consider doing. So, yeah,
I'll steal his phone. I'll be down there. If he's in it, I'll steal his phone. We'll go live.
You should probably go live on Facebook though. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, we're gonna travel 500 miles, and you said you're leaving Friday morning.
I'm probably gonna leave Thursday. Honestly.
Okay. All right.
I got to be there for Friday morning. Like I said, I have a couple friends that are in Coyote stock, and they have, I think, a test session and then 2 qualifying rounds on Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
well, let me know.
Yeah.
I will probably be talking to you next or tomorrow anyway. So, guys, Neo 200 off. Still get the transmission swap, not transmission swap. If you want to save a little bit of money, at least save on shipping, for that matter, tax, whatever. But guys, I appreciate you guys joining the channel tonight. Thanks for everything that you guys do, and appreciate Andrew for guys. A big shout out one more time to all my sponsors, and I appreciate Andrew for you being an example of getting your shit off the jack stands. You're a prime example of that. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you for getting that thing and you got it down the track. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun with it.
Okay. Coming for you, baby. Coming.
They're all coming for me.
I know. I know.
Come on. All right. I'll see you soon, Andrew. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. See you soon.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can about what's going on behind me. Have a good night. Thank you,
everyone.